Welcome to this week's edition of NC Transportation Now. I'm Crystal Feldman. Flooding from Hurricane Matthew caused sections of I-95 and I-40 to close. Fortunately, both routes are now back open to traffic.
Hurricane Matthew caused extensive damage to the state's highways and bridges, and several hundred roads in eastern North Carolina remain closed. While some repairs have already been completed, others will take months to complete. As transportation crews work to reopen roads as quickly as possible, safety is our top concern. Governor Pat McCrory reminds drivers not to drive into standing water or around barricades, and to slow down when approaching work crews. He is also reminding drivers not to rely on GPS devices for road closure and detour information. For the latest travel conditions, go to readync.org, download the ReadyNC app, or call 511. Those out of state can call 877-511-4662 for information. The state is also promoting safe practices at Safety City at the North Carolina State Fair this week. The goal is to decrease roadway injuries and fatalities by educating attendees about highway safety issues. One of the top attractions is the Convincer, a crash simulator that demonstrates the importance of wearing a seatbelt at all times. Other areas of Safety City address child passenger safety, teen driving, speeding, distracted driving, and railroad safety. Safety City complements Governor McCrory's recently launched NC Vision Zero initiative, which has a long-term goal of eliminating deaths and serious injuries on North Carolina's roadways. In other news, Secretary Tennyson was in western North Carolina earlier this week to celebrate the completion of the Howell Mill Road project in Waynesville. The road was widened to include a turn lane, 14-foot travel lanes, and a 5-foot sidewalk, as well as a new bridge over the railroad. Originally scheduled for completion last Friday, the new bridge opened to traffic in June, more than 4 months ahead of schedule. The project is one of the first completed as part of Governor McCrory's Art That Moves You initiative, which incorporates local creative design into traditional construction projects to enhance roadways and welcome points across the state. In this case, bridge enhancements include stamped rock forms, bronze-coated metal railing, aesthetic lighting, black chain link fence, and a powder-coated guardrail. Secretary Tennyson also toured the US 74 bypass under construction in Shelby. The project is divided into 6 sections. 1 opened to traffic last month, and 2 are currently under construction. The department plans to begin construction of the 4th section in 2017, and the final 2 sections are expected to be funded in the state's next 10-year transportation plan, which will be released in January 2017. Once complete, the 18.5-mile bypass will reduce future traffic congestion and increase safety and connectivity along the US 74 corridor between I-26 and I-85. The project also helps fulfill the governor's 25-year vision for transportation, which specifically calls for strengthening highway connectivity from the mountains to the coast by improving US 74 to interstate standards from Asheville to Charlotte and from Charlotte to Wilmington to improve freight movements and in-state access to the Port of Wilmington.
That's all for this week's edition of NC Transportation Now. As always, stay connected with us through Facebook and Twitter. That's at NCDOT. And from everyone here at the North Carolina Department of Transportation, safe travels.